Hello and welcome to another video right here on the Double D's channel. I'm Robo Duke. It's your first D.
D nice. Second D.
We're here once again with another one of our instant reaction videos. Dude, what the hell?
I'm a ninja.
Where did you get the pizza?
Pizza's not important right now. We gotta talk about the movie first.
Okay. God, that pizza looks good, but I'll hold off my hunger for now to tell all you guys out there about a movie we just saw, if you haven't guessed by now, is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2014.
Oh, I saw Step It Up. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm kidding.
They had ninjas in that too? Man. You really are a ninja. I thought you were sitting there the whole time watching Ninja Turtles with me and you were off seeing Step It Up.
Oh yeah, I was getting jiggy with it, buddy.
You didn't want to see Twister 2? Into the storm, as it were. But no, strangely, as you can tell, we're in kind of high spirits because
We are.
this was actually kind of enjoyable. I am very surprised. If you watch some of our previous videos this week for all our turtle stuff going on, we were a little down on this movie.
He was down on this movie.
Okay, I was down on this movie.
Pessimist.
I was a very big pessimist, which
You were.
But I think that's why I liked it. I think going in with very low expectations, expecting it to stink, expecting Megan Fox to be terrible.
Which she wasn't.
Which she wasn't.
She was not, no, I can't even say she wasn't. She's not that bad. No, she was good.
Yeah, I think she was very serviceable, April O'Neil.
They didn't ask her to go outside of her acting range.
No, that's totally
what it is.
They did have her crying a little bit. So speaking of April, she's really the focal point of the movie. I mean,
Yes.
You don't even get to the turtles. I think right around the time I was about to look at my watch and go, where the hell are these goddamn turtles? Because you don't see them right away. Right then is when they actually showed up. Right when I was
the complete opposite.
Oh, you thought they came on?
Oh my god! What the second, third scene, and they were already mentioned.
Well,
yeah, it's in shadows, but it's like, bam, they're already mentioned.
Well,
and then the scene, 2 scenes after that, you see them.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, they are just running start.
Yeah. Well, if you think compared to the original movie from 1990, which you should check out our little retro reaction to that.
Retro!
Yeah, which is really about the movie, but also about how much we grew up loving Ninja Turtles.
Because we loved it.
And pizza. But in the original movie, they torturing me here. They jump into it right away. Like in the original movie, it's April gets caught and she gets saved, but they immediately show you the turtles in the sewer right in the second scene.
Yeah.
So this one was a little slow to it, but right about where I was wondering when they were going to show up, they definitely did show up, and they're great. I mean, a lot of people are complaining about the character design and stuff, but I think the very scavenged, piecemeal look makes a lot of sense for them being from the sewers.
I mean, not even that. They all have their own personality. And I was towards the end, I'm watching it, and I was like, okay, Leonardo has the bamboo
it's got the samurai outfit.
Yeah, the samurai outfit.
Shoulder pads.
Raphael is just jacked. He's the working out guy. Donatello has all the technology on him.
Yeah, he actually has glasses. I'm guessing he needs them because he seems to wear them at all times.
And Mikey had the hip hop thing, which
they all had a little bit of. They're all a little quote unquote urban, as much as I don't.
Yeah,
really
but
like
Mikey
that
was
word.
more so because even when they do the flashback, he's the one dancing to the music and all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're all individualized.
Yeah, definitely.
Something I think the other movies didn't do.
Not so much.
Not that they're bad movies. I love the old ones, but this one they definitely want you. It's almost like they want to get every type out there.
They want you. It's like you look at them and you instantly know the type they are. In the original movies, it comes across in the dialogue that Donatello is the nerdy, smart one. Leonardo is the kind of stuck-up leader. It comes through in dialogue. In this, it's you can immediately look at them, look at their outfits, and go, that guy's got glasses with tape and gadgets. He's the smart one. This guy's very stoic, and in the side, he's the leader. The one guy has a different bandana than everyone else because he's got, Raph has the whole full bandana, so he looks a little different. He's the outsider.
Was that in the comic that Raph had the full bandana, or did they all have the full?
I don't know. Maybe in the newer ones. There was a revival recently I never got to read that was apparently very, very good.
I'm seeing it and I'm like, I know in the live-action TV show, Leonardo had the full bandana.
He did.
But that's because the female also had blue, but she was like a lighter blue, so he had the full bandana.
Oh, God. Oh, you're talking...
the live-action.
Yeah, the Phoenix de Milo.
The next mutation.
The next mutation, the one everybody forgets for reasons. But this one, I don't think I'm going to forget this movie.
No.
It's just like, you go in thinking you're going to get Michael Bay explosions and terrible character development, and I think it does a decent job.
It does a very good job.
I don't...
Even Vern.
Yeah, but Will Arnett's awesome.
No,
I'm going to laugh at almost anything he does.
But they really... And I was slightly
Besides him
worried.
just being infatuated with April and her being kind of an object throughout the film was a little bit...
And that's what I was a little worried about, because I'm going to say this right now. I'm looking forward to a sequel.
Yeah. I hope they do one.
I am looking forward. I heard rumors about Bebop and Rocksteady being in this one, but they decided to hold off for a sequel for Bebop and Rocksteady. I'm looking forward to Bebop and Rocksteady and Casey Jones.
Yeah. I really hope they do Casey Jones, because it was good. I'm just so surprised. I'm absolutely flabbergasted that, I didn't like that they have to sync up, April knowing the Turtles before they had mutated, having her father work at the lab with the guy who's obviously the evil businessman from the instant you see him in the first shot.
that was my one big thing with the trailers, is I was like, well, he's the villain, so why...
Having her, admire him.
Yeah, why even try to put that in there?
Yeah.
But I didn't mind the her knowing the Turtles and the whole past thing, because that links back to the original story of her being an assistant to Baxter Stockman.
Yeah, so it's close to it, which Baxter Stockman was in the credits on IMDb, but I did not see him in this movie anywhere. Maybe he was cut out, maybe he's somewhere in the background.
Unless he was just one of the nameless doctors.
Yeah, who worked at Saks Industries or whatever
Yeah.
it was. He could have been
And
there.
maybe they'll show up later, so at least it's like, well, he's there in the credits, that's him right there.
Yeah.
We changed the actor, but he's right there.
Yeah. My problem with that is the fact that rather than having the Turtles and Splinter connected to Shredder, they're connected to April, who's connected to Eric Sachs, who is connected to the Shredder. And the Shredder is really just a faceless...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. A little spoilery, obviously. We got to get these things out there. Shredder's not really the main villain, and he is the main villain.
He's the muscle.
Yeah, weirdly, he's just the muscle behind Eric Sachs' evil plot.
But, I don't know, maybe I'm just projecting, or maybe because I know the Turtles I'm saying this, but I definitely feel like he has room to grow.
Sachs or Shredder does?
Shredder.
No, Shredder does, because they never really say who he is beyond he's the Shredder. The original movies, he's Hiroko Saki, he's connected to Splinter. In this, he's just Sachs grew up in Japan because his father was a military guy and in Vietnam, and he was practically raised by him, and he's his mentor, but you never see his face. It's in shadows. He looks like he's scarred. Why is he scarred up?
The girl's supposed to be his daughter.
Yeah.
Kiriko or something like that?
Kiri...
Something like that.
They say her name
that's
once.
supposed to be in Turtle lore, that's his daughter.
Yeah.
So, they can explore that later. I mean... Shredder is definitely, right off the bat, they make you feel like he's a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, he's kind of like Super Shredder right from the start.
When you first see him, he is fighting a man, hands tied behind his back, and rope tied around his chest.
Yeah, fights him just with his head.
And he just fights he's right off the bat, this guy's a total BA.
Yeah, and they just do they do that one scene, and you already know.
Don't mess with him. And then, obviously in the movies, he's fighting later on, and he's just phenomenal.
Because what he is it's what I think about this whole movie, and why I think I can enjoy it, is having the mindset of, this is not a Turtles for me. This is a Turtles for a new generation. It's overblown. It's huge. The characters are big. The Shredder is gigantic. He's got 1,000,000 knives on him. Stuff with, compared to the 1990, which is very gritty, ground level fights. This is, after movies like Transformers and all these big Marvel movies, you gotta make things big.
Yeah.
You gotta be big. And that's what this is. It's on a much grander scale, because my only other complaint, they're saving New York from terrorists. It's playing on American fears and on the stereotypes of all terrorists are evil. If they're blowing up stuff and killing people, immediate bad guys.
The Foot Clan is not a ninja clan.
No.
It's what did I call them? They're just
militia.
They're
a bunch of evil bad guys with guns. Really, in the end.
I forgot the term I used.
You said militia. They're what's the word?
Mercenaries.
Mercenaries. That's the M word.
They're mercenaries.
That was the M word I was trying to think of.
And I mentioned that Shredder even mentions that. Shredder even mentions.
Yeah, because in the scene where he's tied up, he's testing the troops.
He's fighting them and he's beating them, and he's like, these are not foot soldiers. He's like, they are not my Foot Clan.
So they're keeping from the original movie that the Foot Clan existed in Japan, they were evil and terrible, and now they're here in America. But, spoilers, they've teamed with Eric Sachs, so they can cause the destruction and cure the destruction.
And in this day and age, this is the type of army gang you have. You have military men.
Yeah, and your evil business guy.
Yes.
Who is connected with the evil guys. It's simple.
In the words of Mikey.
Yeah. It's very simple and it's very of the time, but it's still good. The Turtles are great characters. Splinter's pretty cool. Once again, spoilers, the only other... I can get nitpicky with it, but, I'm not annoyed by it.
You're on such a high from it that you don't... Give it a week and you're going to be like, oh, goddamn, this, that.
All Splinter does is find a book on ninjutsu and say, well, I guess I better teach them this to protect themselves, which kind of makes sense. They can't go out in the real world. He's got to entertain them and give them discipline, so he teaches them ninjutsu. And that's how they become turtles. It's not, or Ninja Turtles. It's not even... Once again, no connection to Splinter or past masters from Japan. They're just lab animals who they find a ninjutsu book and Splinter decides to raise them that way. It just happens. And it works. I think it works. I think that it's because it's a kid's movie, though, a lot of people are trying to review it as something that's not a kid's movie. Which we had discussed about this, talking about, it's from Michael Bay. This is not really like those Michael Bay movies, because Transformers aren't really for kids, I don't think.
I don't know, personally...
I think those are for teenagers,
I feel
18, 24.
It was just Michael Bay in name. I don't think he had much of a say in it. I really don't. Maybe he had a say in casting.
Or design.
I mean, but it does not... Other than the one explosion... It doesn't... Well, the one gratuitous explosion. Yeah. It doesn't have Michael Bay written all over it.
And the story, even in the end, doesn't have a gratuitous explosion. The big explosion's in the base when the foot soldiers break in, which also happens in the first movie.
Nothing in the very end.
Oh, but there is the part in the middle where they blow up the base, too.
But I feel like the very end was the only gratuitous one.
Yeah, but even then it's
with
just...
the car.
Oh, right. The very end.
Very end.
Actually, and that was almost like kind of... Now that I think of it, that's almost kind of a joke on Michael Bay.
That's the only Michael Bay.
Yeah, it's like we've gone this whole movie without a car getting blown up.
Bam.
Car gets blown up right at the end of the movie. Wow, I didn't even think...
the only... When that happened, I'm like, there's Michael Bay. I feel like they put that in there because they're like, oh, everyone's expecting a Michael Bay explosion. Guess we gotta do it.
Yeah.
And they did. And I was like, that's Michael Bay.
Yeah, and it's, oh, God, totally lost my train of thought what I was thinking of there about the explosions. And Michael Bay is... I think the reputation is going to ruin it for people. Is thinking it's a Michael Bay
I think it already
movie.
has. It already has. Because they're already calling this Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles.
And it's totally not.
It's not.
It's whoever this director is, who I don't know his name.
It's Michael Bay's Transformers.
Yes.
It is not Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles.
No, they don't reuse any scenes, and...
I mean, I've already said...
It's not gratuitous with Megan Fox, either, we were saying. It's
not
like...
Not.
Ooh, there's like one scene where it's like, look at her butt, but otherwise she's dressed...
The whole time she's wearing jeans... Not even like tight jeans, like,
they're pretty tight jeans.
Relaxed fit so she can run around.
But she's wearing a yellow leather coat.
She wears a coat the whole time. She wears a full shirt the whole time.
Yeah,
I mean,
they don't get crazy with it.
They really. I feel like I can go on forever about how much this movie is good.
Yeah.
So, final thoughts.
Final thoughts. I think for people our age, if you do have kids, take them to see this movie because I don't think it's one you're going to have a hard time sitting through. Unlike a lot of movies where, like, you're gritting your teeth, like, oh god, these Madagascar animals, are they ever gonna? Oh, the freaking zebra. I think this is funny, especially if you are our age and you have kids. You probably grew up with the Ninja Turtles, so I am looking at this movie a bit through nostalgia, tinted glasses. Definitely,
I am definitely doing that.
Definitely, which
not complaining.
Like you said, I may come back a week from now and be like, brr, but otherwise, I think it was good. I think if you like the Turtles. Maybe wait for DVD. I don't think you need to see it in theaters, but I say give it a chance. don't think you're going to see a Michael Bay film. Expect to see a new version of the Ninja Turtles for a new, overblown, crazy, explosion-y, slow-mo age. Like, that is totally what it is. How about you?
It is definitely a... Okay, let me rephrase this. It is a kid's film, but not a kiddie film.
Yes.
It is for kids. Yes, violence. Very little language. I think Raph says we're getting our asses kicked. That's about it. I don't really think they say...
I don't even remember him saying that, but he could have, and that would probably be where they drew the line, because it was PG, right?
I don't remember. I honestly don't know.
It's PG. Kept thinking about Guardians and this is definitely PG. Guardians.
Yeah, definitely not a Transformer Bay film. Definitely a Ninja Turtles film.
Yes.
Definitely enjoyable. If you love the Turtles and you're like, oh, I really want to see it, go see it in theaters. It's an hour and 40 minutes long, and the whole time I'm sitting there watching it, I was just like, this is really fast paced. Like, boom, you meet April. Boom, she meets the Turtles. Boom, you got their backstory. Boom, he's got the Turtles. Boom, they escape. Boom, final fight. Like,
yeah, I was not checking my watch like some movies. Yeah, and
it's fast paced, very good.
Yeah, I am completely taken off guard, and I hope you are too, by how we have reacted to this movie. So, if you enjoyed this, make sure to give us a little thumbs up on the like button underneath. Make sure to subscribe. Leave your comments. Are you going to see the Turtle movie? Have you seen the Turtle movie? What did you like? What didn't you like? What do you think maybe they should change? I gotta hurry up because I need to get to this pizza before this ninja over here.
I'm a ninja.
So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you back here again soon. Until then, it's pizza time. I'm out.
How about it, dudes?